G'day there, gang. Welcome to One Team Three Ways. Today we take on West Bromwich Albion in the local derby and the rivals down the road in Coventry City. If you haven't watched the last episode, go check it out now. There'll be a link in the description. You'll find out everything you need to know about the premise of the save there, and we'll get you up to speed with where we're at now. Well, where we're at now, obviously, is we're going to take on West Brom in the first match and then Coventry City in a televised match. How the West Brom match didn't make the television, I don't know. Football Manager, what are you doing? As you can see, bit of patchy form, but it's turned out all right. So we won our first game against Luton. We won Cardiff, and I thought, oh, look, here we go. We're going to go and romp this. And then we lost to Huddersfield. Scraped through against QPR in the Cup in a penalty shootout. That was a bit tense. Then we lost to Watford, beat Wigan, and then lost to Watford again in the Carabao Cup. Look, that's a blessing. I think I'll have to check, but I think I've done better than John Eustace there in the Carabao Cup. So that's one tick in the box already, I guess. I kind of didn't think about the Cups when I had this content in my head. I was thinking about the league, but I guess it'd be good fun to keep track of the Cups as well. Then we beat Rotherham. Lost to a very, very good Norwich side still. And then we've hit a good run of form against Preston and Swansea. We're still playing the same tactic at the moment, but all that leaves us third on the table, which is quite good. But as you can see, there's already a bit of a gap starting to develop here between the top two sides and everyone else. And we've already lost to Watford and Norwich in there as well. So we have our work cut out for us still. Been no transfers as yet. There has been some injuries though. Gary Gardner is almost back from his broken leg. Christian Bielik had a little bit of a niggle and he's all right. And Placheta has broken his leg. Well, no, broken his arm, sorry, but he is wearing protective equipment and can play. But as you know, we have that problem that with the squad that we can only play him or Longelo depending on injuries, or one of the midfielders depending on changes. Actually, I should have a better look at the team. Actually, I'm going to go to team selection now. Actually, I do want the tactics. Where's that tactics screen? I've skipped past it, haven't I? Damn it. Oh, well, I can sort it out on the roll. This is roughly how we've been lining up. Hannibal, James, Chong, and Bakuna have been swapping around then. Bakuna's form, not great. Not going to lie. He's starting to find himself on the bench, as is Hannibal. Which is unfortunate considering his absolute form in the World Cup. Fantastic stuff. I know you've all been watching the World Cup as well. I know I have been. But I pretty much think this is how we're going to line up today. There's no one really unfit here, is there? No. And look, I think we're just going to let Placheta's arm fix itself on the bench at the moment. So we go into this one with Ruddy in the goal. The back five is Longelo, Trusty, Roberts, Sanderson, and Collan. Sanderson not been great either. He is on notice after the last few games. But Harley Dean is back in the side, so we're trying to give Harley Dean as many minutes as possible just to give us that extra cover. Bielik has had to play in the back three for a couple of games there. Bielik, Chong, and James in the midfield. Chong has been probably my best midfielder, and the stats back it up. The real star, Troy Deeney, 8 goals in all appearances so far in all competitions, really good. And the ubiquitous Colonel Hogan next to him. So let's get out there and see what we can do against this West Bromwich Albion side here. This was the start of a turning point in real life where we went and I think we had a draw, or we beat West Brom, and that was really what got the fans behind. We're going to pump the fist here. It was what really got the fans behind John Eustace. He come down to the end and thumping his chest and pointing at the badge, and it really, really, really got the fans going. Can we really, really get the fans going here in my support? That is the question. The first highlight is for WBA though, and they're going to knock the ball around down the left flank here. I've been quite happy with this formation, but I am considering, I am even considering perhaps a diamond, hey, and because we really do have a lot of good midfielders, and we are looking a bit thin in defence, playing through at the back every now and then. Colonel Hogan should have done better with that, I think. Longelo cleans it up though, and we reload and we go again here. Jordan James to Longelo, who just gives the ball away. He just wanted to give the ball to Furlong by the looks of that. I've just realised I've got no match sounds on. I'll fix that in a second. Here we go. Match sounds on. There we go. That's better. You probably can't hear much of the match sounds in the background, so I haven't turned down really low, but it really helps me and keeping my flow of commentating the game. And Colonel Hogan is through here. He's spit the back of the defence, and he's hit the woodwork. Colonel Hogan, what are you doing? Oh, my gee. By Jingo, by crikey. And Chong has a bit of a tame tone poke there, but Button is well up to it. And unfortunately, that is the ball given to WBA. The highlight continues here, which is a real freaking worry. Anderson one-on-one with Ruddy. No! Sanderson gets back. He's heard me have a go at him in the lead up to the game, and he's thought, you know what, I'm going to actually do some things here. Bielik's got a bruised shin. We're going to leave him out there because it is only a bruised shin, and he's a tough man. He can deal with that. It's only a wee bruise on the shin. So, yes, like I said, I am considering switching to that diamond, playing 2 up front, but I don't know. We are doing okay. What is a big problem, as you can see here, that we're already fatiguing because we really don't have huge depth in the squad, and rotation is a problem. We are going to pump the fist again and just send them out there with the same advice. They're really starting to get used to my team talks, the team here. We're going to go up until about 60 minutes here, and we might consider making some tactical changes at that point. This is where I really like... my Bielik wants to come off now. Okay. I've done the dreaded thing. I've hit the pause button during a highlight, which cancels out any goal you're supposed to get. I was saying, Colonel Hogan, third time lucky for Colonel Hogan, probably perfecting his real life finishing. That's probably the one. You don't get everything you need in Champions League striker. Hogan's got the work rate, the positioning, and the pace. His finishing leaves a little bit to be desired sometimes in real life, but he makes no mistake there, off the inside of the post and in. And now Maxi Collin down the left flank here, but Kalan gives the ball away. And WBA are going to have a go here. So I am enjoying it. I am enjoying some of the new features in FM23. I think I'll make a bit of an episode about the new features and see how we go. And Ruddy didn't quite have that one covered, but that's all right. His mate, the crossbar, did. And it goes out for a goal kick. But we are going to make some substitutions now. Troy Deeney is cooked. So we will bring on Lucas Jukovic there. Hello, phone.
A few moments later.
Rightio, and Austin Trusty having a bad one, so that is easy fixed. Harley Dean comes on for Austin Trusty there. George Friend started a coaching course, which is good. So if I do continue this into a bit of a youth development save, either online or as a personal save afterwards, I would really like a model citizen amongst my coaching staff, particularly as my head of youth development, if we can arrange such a thing. Like I said, Dion Sanderson has not been great. He has not been great. I'm just having to think of what we're going to do here. How's Kalam been playing? He's all right. Bielik wants to come off. That's right. I remember now. So we are going to bring Bakuna on there. And we're just going to make a couple of quick swaps here. We're just going to bring Jordan James. Was it Jordan James I played back there, or is it Chong? I think it's Chong I've been playing back there, but Chong's been playing so well here, I'm going to leave him there. And Bakuna can go into the box-to-box midfielder role there. Chong's firmly beat him out as the better of the attacking midfielders. We should have a quick look at Chong's stats here. As you can see, he's going quite well around there. He's only got the 2 assists and the 1 goal, though, so it's not quite as good as I think. But, I don't know, I just like the cut of his jib there. And I really think he's just done a bit better in that position than the other 2 boys have. We have played Hannibal there for a few games. And yeah, look, he's probably a bit better on the goals than the assists. Hey, actually, do you know what? I've made a mistake. We're going to undo. And we're going to bring Hannibal on instead. That's a better idea. And we're going to have a bit more defensive responsibility and have Hannibal on there. Right out, the traditional fisting. Let's try and see this result out, peoples. Everyone looks happy. Rightio. Good stuff. Another goal would be good here, gentlemen. But Wallace lines it up. Free kick, header. Townsend, Ruddy, not there. But again, the crossbar is there and saves Ruddy from any embarrassment. I've noticed this. Chong's done now. All right, we will chase Chong with Bakuna. That's an easy fix. We'll just do the quick sub for that. And you can see all the boys, they're all gassed. we're all waiting for a bit of a break here with this horribly congested fixtures at the start of the season. But it makes little difference. 5 minutes of added time here. We should run that out nicely. And it is a good win for the boys in blue against the baggies. Whew, come on. We definitely hate the Villa more than you, and we just proved it. Good stuff. See, Harley Dean, 6.9 off the bench. Just what I like to see. Jukovic had been struggling, but that's not a bad rating for him. No rating for Bakuna, obviously. Everyone else has done quite well, except Austin Trusty in that game, I think. Not too bad at all. Well done, lads. Let's outstretch the arms. That is everybody backtracking, including me. I think I had a few doubts running into this game. And, well, let's go see if we can replete. Let's see if we can go repeat the dose against Coventry. Right, a bit of a makeshift lineup for this one. Only a 2-day turnaround between the games, and as you saw, the squad was already tired. So I've been forced into a couple of changes that I kind of really didn't want to make, but we've had to go ahead and make them anyway. So let's swap this around here. It's annoying me. Rightio, so we go into this one with Ruddy in the goal. Dean comes in to replace a slightly fatigued Mark Roberts. So we probably bring Roberts on at some stage from there. And we do also have George Friend we can bring on, even though his fitness is a bit low at the moment due to lack of game time. Plaheta comes in for... what's his name? Longello on that side. Bit of a shuffle in the midfield. James drops to the deep-lying playmaker spot. Bakuna and Hannibal in front of him. Because I've had to push Chong up forward because Scotty Hogan down here, you can't see under my head there, but Scotty Hogan is absolutely shattered and needs a wee rest. And Lecco just doesn't have the match sharpness yet. I will try and get that to him at some stage. So expect half an hour from Jonathan Lecco today. Josh Williams comes onto the bench. A reluctant Graham is playing at wing back. He's not happy about being retrained to play here, but needs must in a situation like this, and Williams will deputise for him if need be. Same reason Colan here is shattered. So, bit of an interesting lineup. We've still got Deanie on the bench, but the big Duke is going to start up front. So, it will be interesting to see how we go without Duke and without Colonel Hogan out there. They've been quite the partnership so far. The dressing room doesn't agree with today's team sheet. Well, I don't agree with today's team sheet either, gentlemen. You're just going to have to suck it up and get on with it, boys. Where are we here? We're going to pump the fists. And we're going to inspire the boys, because that's what we're all about here. This Coventry team, 23rd on the championship table. You might see an easy win. I see a banana skin. We've all played Football Manager. We know what happens to these games sometimes. There we go. There's a quick look at the table for you. And there's a fair gulf between us, isn't there? Anyway, let's get to the kickoff without any more pissing about. Right, we start with the corner. Graham in. Harley Dean has a nod at the goal there, but he can't quite find the back of the net with it. But it is a good, positive, bright start. We're going to throw out some encouragement here. After this highlight, there's something else I plan to do that I will do shortly. I think Chong's best when he's running at people, so we might drop into a shadow striker on attack alongside here. Oh, Plaheta is through. This is the sort of spot where Plaheta has scored from earlier in the season, but not quite on this occasion. And before I forget any further, we're going to make that tactical change that I talk about. So I think we're going to bring Chong to here. We're still going to play him on that side, but we're going to play him as a shadow striker on attack. And it'll also hopefully cover that gap there. And he can play off Juki up front. Juki nod the ball down to him. Chong can run onto it. And we should all be honky-dory. Let's confirm the changes. I am worried about this one. We do need to score a goal. And I think we're going to go attacking for the last 15 minutes of the half. And see if that can bring about any changes. Looking okay so far. A couple of passengers here. Juninho Bakuna continues to underperform. Rightio. I don't like the look of this highlight already. Sanderson bringing the ball out. I don't like it when he brings the ball out. That's why I took him off the ball-playing defender instruction. And we go all the way back to Ruddy. Right he goes long, looking for Hannibal. Hannibal chases it down. Hannibal with a absolute cannon, but it goes out to the left of the post, and the keeper not troubled by that. Rightio. Yeah, banana skin indeed, gentlemen. Dressing room. We are going to pump the fists, and we're going to tell them to put on that real show again. That seems to be working. Why change? I think that's already working. Graham, Hannibal, down. No. Robson Kanu coming down the pitch with the ball. Come on. Deal with that, gentlemen. Right. Good bit of tracking back there by the boys, but oh no.
Emotional damage.
Victor Goinkas has scored. We keep getting done there. We keep getting done there, and I think I've just about had enough of it. We're playing a back three. This should not happen. Gentlemen, what are you doing? Who's responsible for that? Who is responsible for that? And is, unfortunately, I think it's, who is that? It's Jordan James, is it? Why won't you show me who that is? Oh, it's Harley Dean. No, Harley Dean's been done. Oh, no. Not good at all. Harley Dean, done like a dinner. And we now need to go chase this match. Rightio. We're going to give it a few more minutes. We're passing well, but we're just not scoring goals. Right. Set piece time. Graham over the ball. Goes to the back stick. No one there. Bakuna nods it down, though. Right, Bakuna. That's terrible from Janino Bakuna. Rightio. I know what we're doing here. I know what we're doing. Right, Sanderson's nearly done, so Sanderson can come off. Rightio. Graham can go there. And we will bring on young Josh Williams there. Right, what were we doing here? Chongi out in the wing on this side. On the left, he's better as a... Oh, that's what I thought. On attack, please, Mr. Chong. Now, Bakuna is probably... he's doing all right. How's James playing? Lost him. 6.8. Bakuna's got a bit more left in the tank, though. Rightio. James comes off. Jonathan Lecco comes on there. And yeah, I think I'm going to bright the bullet, bring Deeney on as well. On attack, please, Mr. Graham. Let's see what this can do. We are going to go positive, and we're going to go and really rip into these boys now. Now we're going to move everything up just a wee bit, I think. I'm going to play the mid block instead. And pump the fists and get them out there. I trust your ability, lads. Adeni's motivated. And now everyone is out there. Rightio. Let's do this. Let's do this. Graham looks it in. Deeney, back stick. Deeney cleans up the mess, and he makes an instant impact. Troy Deeney is the man for Birmingham City this year. That is his 9th goal of the season. And don't the fans wish... I mean, Deeney's played really well this season for Birmingham real life. Don't get me wrong. But don't the fans wish that we could see the Boyhood Blues fan actually score goals with this sort of regularity in the rest of the season? Rightio. I'm going to make one more substitution in a second. I'm going to bring Chong off, and we're going to push Plaheta forward. Right, Plaheta lobs it in. Looking for Graham's there in the middle of the park for some reason. And Trusty does well this time. Excuse me. Right, Harley Dean stands on the ball. Finds Plaheta, who I'm going to push forward shortly. Chong. He's not quite there. Oh, Chong wins the ball back. Chong in. Deeney again, and Deeney can't quite direct the header at the goal this time. And it is a goal kick for WBA. Rightio, Plaheta, you go up there. Now, Trusty can play on the left here a wee bit. So, are we going to move Trusty out there? I think we are, because he's having a good game. And he's just a little bit more mobile than the aging friend. And we're going to bring Mark Roberts on here. And I think that's all our subs. No, 2 remaining. And Jordan Graham is the other worry. So do I put Bakuna on the flank there? Yeah, I think I might. I think I might put Bakuna on the flank and we'll bring on Christian Bielik. Right, that's a full gamut of 5 substitutions used there. I reckon it's the first time I've done it. Roberts is not a ball-playing defender. Central defender. Defend, please. Nothing fancy from you. And we will leave things like that. Right, let's pump the fist. Make it to impact. Plenty of time left. Both players happy. Confirm the sub. Let's get out there. 20 minutes for us to show what you're about. We've had lots of the ball, guys, and we are just not got a lot to show for it today, unfortunately. I think the fixture congestion is really starting to take a hold here. Having said that, it's Roberts and Plaheta combining. Hannibal with the ball in. Deeney again, and this time it grazes the bar as it goes out for yet another goal kick for West Bromwich Albion. This time now we got Kane on the ball. Plaheta does well, but the ball's still knocked in, and this time Ruddy does well. Bielik there just in time to save Ruddy from embarrassment, but it was a Ruddy good save from Ruddy. And there it is, the gap between the defensive line. Midfield, that used to pop up all the time in FM20, disappeared in 21-22, seems to be making a return, where it is for me this season anyway. Let me know in the comments if it's turned up for you, because it used to really annoy the shit out of me. You'd be playing really well, and that would come up. Look, we should have won that match. I'm probably a little bit unhappy with that. We have absolutely ruined them for SG. For SG? That's a guitar. We've ruined them for XG. And, yeah, we should have won that match. We really should have won that match. We're going to put the hands on the hips. Arms akimbo. And we're going to give them a mini spray for a mini FMing. We really should have done better with that, I think. That's a bit of a disappointment going into the season, or going to the remainder of the season. Rightio, when is this World Cup gap coming up here? We're going to scroll forward and have a look here. Rightio, it's not up to the 11th. Right, so I think we might push forward. I mean, Middlesbrough is a top of the table clash, I guess, but then look, we might come back around then. We might come back earlier for a couple maybe. But I think Stoke and Sunderland will be good, and that'll give us a good run out at the end of the year. And then we can start focusing on the top teams for the second half of the season. Well, not a bad result. A little bit of an FMing in the second game, but it's not a loss, so it's only a half F again, isn't it? Leave a like on the video, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new episode. My name's Wayland. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.